right, so today we're gonna do a workout with what I normally do with gliders that look like this, but you can do these with washcloths that you have at home, okay? You could also, if you have the washcloths, you're gonna wanna have some kind of smooth ground, so tile or laminate floor. If you only have carpet to work with, you can try to use a paper plate on the carpet, and you might just need to do some trial and error with that to see how that works with your type of carpet. But I've got Philip here to demonstrate our routine today. And notice that he's starting at the very end of our mat, and he's got both feet on his washcloths. And all we're gonna start with here is to straighten our right leg long and then drag your heel back in. So this is heel slides. What we'll need to do, especially when you're on a nice smooth floor like this, you've got to make your own resistance. So some imagery here would be to pretend that it's not a smooth surface. You could act as if it's a little sticky ground, and then you could kind of dig your heel into that washcloth to help you find some resistance. Okay, go ahead and drag that heel back in. Let's switch legs. And we're gonna do hopefully about 8 to each side. I'm historically not the best counter, so bear with me on that. Okay, let's go ahead and drag that heel back in. Now I'm gonna have him alternate his leg straightening. So we'll straighten the right leg, and then it's gonna come in, and then we'll straighten the left leg. And then keep alternating. We're gonna start with a nice smooth pace, just like he has here. And then as he feels comfortable and as he can keep his torso stable, he can speed it up a little bit. Again, the rules here are a stable torso, moving legs. So if you start going quicker and you're feeling your torso kind of jerk on the mat, or if you feel your head nodding yes, you might need to slow it down just a little bit. Now he's doing very well, so I'm gonna have him speed up and do about half the range of motion. So short and quick. There you go. That's probably a good pace there. And you can probably feel this in your hamstrings a bit, maybe a little bit in your quadriceps as you straighten. Okay, now pull both heels back in towards your butt. Now he's gonna straighten both legs long at the same time, just like that, and then drag both heels back in. And do that again. A little trick here, if you're feeling it hard, if you feel that it's hard to keep your torso stable, we have found that not pressing down as hard with the heels to pull both heels back in is helpful. And you can kind of play around with that. An alternative here, if you're not able to go all the way straight with the legs, would be to go halfway out. So show that for me, Philip. Just like that is perfect. You got it. Okay, pause there. Let's straighten just the right leg long. Keep it straight, and then take that leg out to the side, and then bring that straight leg back in. So keep going. So here you could start with just maybe the width of the mat to see how that feels for you and your body. Remember, we cannot see you, so listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good or if it's hurting, please stop. If it just feels like good muscle engagement, then keep going. Okay, let's bring that leg back in. You can bring the heel back in. Let's switch sides. So again, with any of these, you could do anywhere from 8 to 10, or really 8 to 12. Kind of depends on the amount of time you have, which we all kind of have a lot of time on our hands now. How's that feel?
Feels great.
It's really nice. It's a beautiful way to massage the inside of our hip joint, where the head of our femur sits in the home in our pelvis. It's nice to lubricate that area, bring some blood flow to that space. Okay, bring that foot in. Now drag that heel in. Very good. Okay, now I'm gonna have him straighten both legs long. He'll keep his legs straight. For pendulum, take your right straight leg out to the side. Bring it in. It's gonna hit the other leg, and then the other leg's gonna go out to the side. And then we'll keep alternating. And notice he's doing a really good job of keeping his pelvis nice and level. If you start to feel your pelvis can do some hip dips, meaning one hip pointer going up as the other goes down, you might be going too far out. Remember, we never want to sacrifice our alignment for our range of motion, so just don't go out as far with the leg. Okay, now bring both legs together, and now open and close both legs at the same time. Again, you want to start kind of small, check it out, see how it's going. We don't want to go to the point of no return here. All right, let's bring those legs back together and then bend your knees back in. Okay, now we're going to let both knees fall apart from each other for like a butterfly pose. And now he'll straighten his legs in this external rotation. Very good. Once his legs are straight, he's going to parallel both legs, and then he'll bend both knees straight in. So our knees are going to fall apart, and then straighten, and then parallel. Good. Let's do one more demonstration of that, and then we'll reverse it. This one especially is very nice for those of us that get cranky in our hip joints. Okay, so now let's reverse it. Yes, so straighten your legs in parallel. Turn out. Bring those, yep, just like that. He's got it. This is kind of like a butterfly stroke, if you will. Now let's do one more. So you could do anywhere from 4 to 5 each direction. We may not be doing the full amount of reps because we're trying to be mindful of the time. So if you're doing it with us, the next time you do it, you could always add a few more reps here. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. All right, thank y'all so much. We have a few more things to do with the washcloths, but we're gonna split the videos up so they're not too long. Thank you for joining us.